Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Game 2 of the Z1R bracket match between Cytown and Shatty. I am Boof and Boom. Along with me in the booth is Potato Pony and Moon Risen Phoenix on tracking. So, Potato Pony, this is Game 2 with Cytown already claiming one victory. What would you like to see tonight besides Shatty taking a win to make things interesting?
I was gonna say we always have to optimize our for the most chaos and the most excitement. So I think we'll be objectively pulling for a shatty win, but in the most chaotic way possible along the way.
Oh, yes. Now, I want to see a Deadwood start. How about you?
I'm gonna guess that we're gonna be over in the forest, and I'm gonna guess that they're gonna have to head all the way west to find the Armos item.
All right, well, we're both wrong, and we have I'd say a very fairly decent start. I mean, you walk left, you almost get shot in the face with a whiz robe.
You find level 8 for your troubles, but how do you think the runners feel about Wizrobes on the overworld? It's a bit of a blessing and a curse.
I mean, you don't see them in dungeons, so I would honestly say, based on the caliber of these runners and the crispiness of their screen scrolls, it's not going to pose that much of a challenge. I like that they're dipping.
See how many rooms they go in. They've each been rewarded with a key and several Dodongos.
See, the old man's got it right. How far do you want to go down this rabbit hole before you just keep going?
The answer is about 8 screens, apparently.
Which isn't bad. I mean, I personally can't really block clip well without an item in my hand, but these runners I expect would be able to do that no problem.
Oh. Not a fun screen for those blue Wizrobes to be hanging out on.
But still, this is what's going to make it exciting, because if you take a death at the wrong spot in the overworld, it's either a blessing, because it's going to route you in a different direction that's great, or it's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened.
Cytown finds Take Any at the open cave, and so he's got his blue candle, and Shatty will find it momentarily.
Let's see, might be going to fill up on hearts before trying blue ring. Oh, those moblins rolled up.
Not able to get the shot at the bomb off the moblins.
Alright, so with full hearts, let's see what the vanilla blue ring spot has for us. Okay. That was what, 61 for arrows?
61 for arrows, 244 for blue ring, but I'm betting we're not going to see that.
And I paused and I missed it. So it looked like we had the Armos item, and it was the wooden boomerang.
It was indeed. Shatty sees it and says, "No, thank you. I'm just going to keep on exploring without it."
Oh, come on. This is... Okay, hear me out on this one. Wooden boomerang, yes. Very, late game non-functional item, but considering that Wizrobes are out here, there's potential for things to roll down and die in a boomerang hit.
The silver arrows is our white sword item. So, on the boomerang, I am totally with you, Boof and Boom. I will take that boomerang, I will use it to get through dungeon rooms, to get through Lionels on the overworld, but there's also a reason that I'm doing commentary with you tonight and not in this race with Cytown and Shatty.
Well, you also have to think about it's good for utility, picking up something maybe across the river, a pack of bombs that you couldn't reach anywhere else. Alright, so Cytown finds level 3, and dips and dodges to continue the overworld exploration.
Shatty's going to see the silver arrows here.
So if we're hoping for chaos, we hope it rolled up to 6.
Absolutely. And we hope the bow is somewhere deep in a raft block level 7.
Which you had to get by first picking up the recorder.
In a room full of 8 blue dark nuts.
And 1 Patra. And Ganon, who went out for a walk. Alright, so Cytown's still looking for his wood sword. Shatty is going to find level 3, probably up an A to refill the health, and let's see if he dips.
Ooh, that's a lot of bunnies.
And our first of our secrets, 35, not terrible for mid.
So Shatty saw a couple of possible push block rooms. Can't do anything about him with just the blue candle, and so he's gonna dip out and move on.
Alright, so let's see if the forest is going to yield anything for Cytown. Okay, another take any, good. Puts him technically within range of that white sword item. $18 for our small.
That's a kind, small secret.
So far, not bad.
And given that they are not going to need, presumably, to spend money on the wood arrows, there will probably be plenty of money to go around.
Yep. It would be interesting if we see a blue rank purchase, because you don't have to buy arrows, but I think with these runners, the money's probably going to be spent more on keys.
I was going to say the same thing. I think we'll buy some bombs, like Cytown picking up those 18 rupee bombs, and anything extra is going to go to keys.
Yep. And so our small secret is the exact price of a 4-pack. I'm okay with that kind of trickery. Alright, little bit of diversion, so Cytown is going to give us a peek on what's the coast, and Shatty finds a bomb spot underneath the Armos item. Or Armos, I should say. Alright, community hints, probably entertaining but not helpful, and we see the power bracelet on the coast.
Nicely setting us up for a possible combination of needing the ladder in order to get to power bracelet to get to potentially our forced block dungeon.
Yes, I like where you're going with this. What I do think is interesting is that 96 key price.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Alright, so Shatty finding some any roads that take him to the lower left corner.
101 big secret. Both of our runners find 2 different big secrets at the same time, and combined with the other secrets, and no need for the arrows again, plenty of cash to go around. It's a pretty nice set of any roads also, going up to Death Mountain, down to the southwest, and again to Death Mountain.
I didn't see, was it East and West Death Mountain, or just 2 different spots in West Death Mountain?
I think they were both West Death Mountain.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll give it like a solid C.
Could be worse.
Yes, but you see, now this is what I like what Cytown's doing. He's got the boomerang, so some of those enemies, especially the Armos, as soon as he unfreezes them, he pauses them and just slips down those staircases without worrying about getting bopped. Right. So is opting to explore these take any roads, as Shatty is giving us a look at all of the caves in West Death Mountain, which I like to see an early Death Mountain play.
You find one of the, level 1, level 2 up there can pay off quite easily.
Alright, so 2 big secrets, and now Cytown is in the range to do some heavy spending. And see, look, those little Octoroks rolled down. So, one shot, they're done. Freeze the blue with the boomerang, go for a bomb drop. This is why I love the utility of the boomerang.
Team Banana. Oh, it's a tough death for Shatty over in the forest.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he'll use that to his advantage and head over to the Dead Woods. He does have 3 bombs. We can look at the coast.
Ooh.
Just gotta get past this.
Those Wizrobes have chosen some tough spots to hang out with. I think they were also hanging out on the screen south of Vanilla 2, which is not a fun one to get through with a pack of blue Wizrobes around.
Question in chat. Yes, Shatty did see the wooden boomerang underneath the Armos item, but opted not to pick it up. And so far, I mean, we're seeing a lot of key shops. So I'm kind of surprised that with 223 rupees that cytown hasn't made a purchase yet, maybe hoping to find a cheaper key. There we go.
We might have seen one shop with like a 77 key, I want to say, but I don't recall where.
Alright, well, he's got max money. What are you gonna buy, cytown? Oh, okay.
It's going to buy the magic sword. Can't do that.
It would be fun if you could, but I like its position. I expect we're going to see at least, if these runners get into that 10 to 14 heart range, we're going to see at least one mags check. It's too close to where they start. Alright, so Shatty's working their way around the coast. And we'll get a look at that power bracelet on the coast. Just can't get bopped by that Wizrobe. Easy. Yep. Easy, easy. There we go. Okay.
Everybody breathe. Cytown, I think, is our first runner to the northeast in the 3 open caves up here. Let's see
Correct.
if we've got a wood sword lurking over here.
Oh, we got a level 4 lurking over here. That's not bad.
Extra points for level 4 if the wood sword is next door.
Alright, let's see what we got.
More
Bombs.
bombs.
Bombs is good. Alright, so 237 to 220. That's an easy one for me, thankfully. You don't have to math too hard for that. So 17 is our door repair today. Okay, cytown finds another take any up at the letter spot. So technically he's within range, but don't know if he's going to route a check-in just yet.
Not much point until he finds the bow, unless he's figured out how to throw arrows at the enemies like a javelin.
Why not? I mean, one day Fred could really get creative with these flags. It's only a matter of time before he can hit somebody with the letter. Ooh. Nice little cluster. We've got level 7 over here up near level 4.
Natty gets his 5th heart. Cytown's gonna screen scroll over to the Lost Hills.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh, and another
Right.
wonderful screen for the blue Wizrobes to be camping out.
I love that he immediately sets himself up for candle boost, and look at that.
Wow, the game did make our runners earn that wood sword tonight, and there's that candle boost to get through the blue Wizrobes and over to the waterfall.
Alright, so Shatty has done some digging. This is going to be very interesting. If this particular staircase ends up being our item, maybe something like the white sword, definitely would make him breathe easier. Now, come on, you got to agree with me. The wooden boomerang would have made navigating this floor a lot easier for Shatty.
Oh, and it's just a staircase.
Transport. Oh
Oh,
no.
that's so
And the
mean.
keys rolled up. Oh
Oh,
no.
all the meanness together.
Oh. Okay, so cytown going back into level 3, not a bad idea. It's one of the smaller dungeons that you can go to, but Pole's voice on a wood sword, I don't like doing it.
I think Cytown will have a ton of trouble with it, but it still takes a bunch of time to clear them out of the way. But I guess when you know there might be a key item here, it's worth that time.
Yep. Now, Shatty did see a push block, but unfortunately those Tektites did not stay the same. They rolled up, so they're chunky and cannot be taken out with the candle. So he is unfortunately going to have to leave that room behind and go find his sword.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of similarity between the two runners. Shatty is just maybe a minute or so behind Cytown in exploration.
Ooh, and we've got the Coast Heart.
Not the item that Cytown wanted to see for his first dungeon item.
Well, I mean, it does technically put you in, guaranteed pickup of the silvers, which is always nice. But
True.
then again, where they are, I'm sure Shatty's already seen them.
Shatty's poking his head into level 7.
And that is good too. I mean, at this point, if you're Shatty, you're hoping to get lucky and clear a room that's got a drop. Pole's voice, no. Can't even bomb those. Alright, so Cytown sees a Goma block and decides not to pursue level 3 any further.
I think now Cytown is going to walk over and pick up those silvers.
Okay, good. I like that. Alright, so now here's another room, possibly a staircase. Unfortunately, Shatty does not have anything other than bombs and candle to try to get past them.
If only there were an item Shatty could have that would help him get through this room easier.
Well, the bombs are helping. It looks like the Gurias did not roll up, so good for him. He got in there. But it's another transport. Oh, Shatty's not having any luck with these stairs so far. So, Cytown over here burning down the dead woods, and Shatty just needs to be extra careful and run screaming into Vanilla 5, and he will have his wood sword.
Alright, Shatty versus the Blue Wizrobes, round 1.
Yep, there you go.
Oh!
Dang it.
That is tough.
And since we know what's in there, it makes it even more gut-wrenching. Alright. Cytown finding level 5 on the Deadwoods. And where is... Okay, Shatty's gonna bomb some of these spots. And Cytown gets another push block. Is it a transport? Okay. Oh my goodness, look at these chonky Tektites!
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of these enemies have rolled up today.
Yeah, I do believe the red ones rolled up as well. I think they took at least 5 sword stabs.
Yeah, Cytown had tried bombing one before and it had not gone down to a single bomb, so...
Nice. Okay, so Shatty's gonna find level 5. Without a sword, I don't think Shatty's gonna dig too deep in here, but I definitely expect him just to poke around a little bit. And just all the bombs in the world for Cytown, and we get our first look at a mugger room.
One use of all the money that our runners have been finding tonight.
But Unfortunately, with no sword, Shatty cannot progress further, as Cytown's going to take a crack at this. And a clock. That is very nice. Alright, rewarded with the key for his efforts, as Shatty is going to head up to the grave. At this point, I also think he's going to be checking out that cave that is East Death Mountain near Vanilla 9, and probably going to be getting the bad news soon that you kind of have to go back over to that level 5 spot in order to look for your sword.
I'm on the same page as you. As you were saying earlier, sometimes those deaths reroute you in the right way, and sometimes, unfortunately, they reroute you in the wrong way.
Well, he's still getting a lot of overworld exploration done, so it's not completely useless, but unfortunately, the blue Wizrobes are not cooperating for Shatty tonight.
They really are on all of the worst screens.
Yes. So, where is Shatty going? Looks almost like Shatty's heading up near the Forgotten spot, possibly going to bomb those spots on his way over. So cytown in another push block room, but I don't know if he saw something on the ground or cleared it already. Oh, we get a compass? Alright, so go ahead.
I was just going to Shatty grab the letter out of the cave east of the Forgotten spot.
Good. I'm all for potion purchases. That way you can save your take any, especially since we've got gobs of money.
Forgotten spot has level 6.
So this is getting interesting. Unfortunately, not supporting our theory that we're going to have multiple overworld blocks, but 2 of our tiniest dungeons, level 1 and level 2, are still outstanding.
He pays his second mugger with rupees.
Alright, come on, see? Aw, Shatty, try to at least take him out. Because that was a push block, right? A push block.
It was there was a shutter door, so it wasn't going to be a push block.
Dang it. Meanwhile, Cytown, go ahead.
I was just say the same thing as you. This must be the item in level 5.
And it's the raft.
Shatty, meanwhile, finds a free Triforce on the floor in level 6 and grabs it.
Okay, so about 20 minutes in, Shatty is our first runner on the board with the Triforce. Still needs his raft, though. Alright, now, Cytown up and Nate, maybe not to take out the Aquamentus, and believes there is a better path by walking. Seems legit. He's almost there. Just has to book. There we go. Very nice dodge. Oh my gosh. At least they rolled up.
And has put the fearsome gels in defense of the level 5 Triforce.
And with a couple sword strikes, Cytown, less than a minute behind Shatty, is also on the board with his first Triforce. So here's something I find interesting, is that both runners, gobs of money. At this point, do you think they're saving up for a blue ring purchase? Because beyond that, I'm really wondering what they're saving their money for, because we've seen them pass up multiple opportunities to purchase keys.
Yeah, you know, I would have bet on the keys all along, and neither of them hightailed it to the blue ring shop when they were at max. So your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, that hurts. 30 rupees away from maxing out as you find your large secret. What doesn't hurt is finding your overworld block.
Level 1 on the vanilla 4 raft spot.
And a staircase right there, so let's hope for something segmented.
Shatty, meanwhile, has found level 2.
Ooh. Alright, so if you're Team Shatty, you want to see a white sword just sitting out on the floor for him to trip over. Dang it. Alright, the staircase was a transport, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I was looking at Shatty's side.
I was also looking at Shatty's side. It does seem that way, though.
Okay. So, now with all the hearts in the world, thank you, our tracker Moon, Risen Phoenix, and Bane for confirming that it was a transport staircase. Alright, so at this point, Shatty has to know that the wooden sword is going to be in one of those ridiculous caves.
And it's likely to be the last one he checks, as he's going to probably do the waterfall checks first, and then end up back on that blue Wizrobe level 5 screen.
Well, from perspective, it's probably going to be easier for him to get that too, right? Coming in from the right, you have a little bit more of an area to go where...
Yeah, I think coming straight from the south will be a little easier to just charge past them.
Alright, so cytown finds his compass in one. I can't wait to get a look at this. And I will tell you, as I tell all of my commentary partners, you get one cactus when naming a shape.
I tend to leave it to chat. I find I've got the imagination of a paper bag when it comes to the shapes. Or maybe the imagination of a potato.
See, now all I'm thinking is that one Portal quote. When you find the computer and she's like, "Oh, how are you doing?" Because I'm a potato. And Shatty giving us a look at the potion prices. Blue for 48, red for 50.
The hard call.
Come on. Oh, I know. I'd be agonizing over this for hours. Alright, so Shatty going up, 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 up to level 5. cytown, has he found anything yet?
There was a Goma blocking a potential push block room, and there's a Triforce, but I don't think any items yet.
Oh my goodness, could we have a ladder block? Something.
Gotta think Shatty has some choice words for the seed right about now.
I can think of a few 4-letter ones. Alright, filling up on the potion. Because he does want to survive this. For what reason? I'm curious. Oh, he could probably go back up to 2. That's my guess. Alright, so cytown clearing out some chunky tektites. Let's see if he gets rewarded. The map.
You see, it just looks like, a thing with a little line to me. I'm sure chat could do better.
That is a boat dropping a depth charge. I was not going to say bird flying and pooping, but I definitely thought it.
I mean, if you're going to go for the obvious one.
Fallen over cactus, I will not accept. Alright, so at this point, unless cytown can bomb to the left in that room to the north, we will have a ladder blocked item in level 1. Or has he? No, he hasn't seen that, has he?
He might have been around it to the right, but I'm not sure.
Alright, he's turning around to go back
in.
Yeah, go hit start. I want to see your screen, cytown. Meanwhile, Shatty finds the ridiculously hard level and gets rewarded with a wand. That's what Shatty needed to see. I like that.
Yeah, that's going to give Shatty a speed boost as he's clearing a bunch of these dungeon rooms.
Yep, sets up for a Kanana key, and the Keese is not cooperating.
Keese.
Gets it. Alright, so we see the floor heart. He's definitely going to go back in for that. Meanwhile, cytown is back in level 8. So, we do have our overworld block requirement satisfied, with level 1 being at 4. I, however, am not satisfied.
Well, we have not seen level 9 yet, I believe.
Correct.
And we've checked not all, but a lot of the overworld.
I'm trying to think. what we haven't seen.
The south coast, maybe? Has either of our runners checked the coast?
I remember them going that way. I don't remember if they checked it or not. Level 2 is a duck.
And with a little thing coming out of the top of the thing.
He's waving hello. The little duck is waving hello. See? Checks out. Level 8 is a grumpy old man with a hat on, looking to the right. And as I am playing Name That Inkblot, Shatty pulls the Triforce out of level 2. Very good play for Shatty, because now he's got more firepower than Cytown to plunge through some of these dungeons.
Archie's hoping for a raft block, but I gotta say, if you're really getting greedy, you're hoping for a ladder deep in 7 to the power bracelet to one of those power bracelet spots being level 9.
Yes. Or a recorder buried very deep somewhere, which is going to be level 9.
Oh, I figured we would
9.
have a Dig Dogger in 9 blocking the path to Zelda, and then the recorder deep in like 6 or something.
Have we seen the meat block yet?
Oh, there's still hope.
Okay. I like that. So,
Shatty gets the news on the Coast Heart in level 3.
Okay. Which, let's face it, no defensive upgrades yet for either runner, so you're going to grab every heart you find. Now, I don't remember where the Triforce was in this level 3. It's somewhere.
I don't think Cytown ended up grabbing it. He got the item, checked a couple of rooms, and...
I think it was that Goma block that Shatty just saw that chased him out. Alright, so Cytown is going to pick up his Triforce out of level 8. And let's see what Shatty does.
Cytown's back into 8.
Alright. So keys could probably be the thing that chases Shatty out here. Cytown, I don't disagree going back into 8. At this point, you're half hour in. You found a sword and some silvers. But we need more.
He's gonna go grab his silver arrows.
Good. Very, very good. But at this point does not have the raft out of level 5, so cannot route level 1 into this. And we see a possible staircase item for Cytown.
I think Shatty may be heading to level 5 now.
Okay. Oh, that is a very nice find.
Yes, that is something that Cytown will be pleased to see, and will make his already pretty fierce combat all the more speedy.
So in your opinion, who has more of an advantage? A runner with less offense but more defense, or the exact opposite?
You know, I think it's a good question. I think it may depend on what tier runner we're talking about. Like, I think I would take, for example, defense any day. I'm gonna take fewer terrible deaths and be able to tank my way through Gleox and things like that. I think for runners of this caliber, Shatty and Cytown, they might prefer offense. It's just fewer sword strikes to get through the rooms, and they're good enough to be surviving a lot of the time without the defense upgrade.
I absolutely agree with that assessment. But you're still not going to turn down that... Ooh! Nope, coast was not checked. Alright, Dream's dead.
Alright, we're going to the Dig Dogger block and bait block scenarios now.
Correct. So we haven't seen our bait block, so it is a bait blocked magic staircase to Zelda after you fight the Dig Dogger blocked magic staircase to Ganon.
Alright, sign me up.
Cool. Alright, so Cytown passing by that bracelet, which he knows is now... Actually, no, he doesn't know it's dead, because he hasn't seen level 2 yet. So he is going to check this raft spot here. Chat bringing up a very good point. We have not seen Patra yet. They're probably all hanging out in level 9.
I feel like we've been almost entirely Dodongos and Aquamentai for our extra bosses so far.
Sounds legit. Alright, so I can't remember if this was the item or not. Nope, transport.
I think the raft was in a diamond staircase room in 5.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be making that up.
At this point, not knowing myself, I will believe almost anything you tell me.
Eat My Still, we have seen 4 and 7. They're both they're under the 2 bomb spots in the northeast.
Yes, 4 was west of the green tree, and 7 was north of the power bracelet spot that Cytown is actually at right now. The completely, utterly useless power bracelet in this particular seed. Alright, red ring in hand, Cytown is popping back into level 4, and another Goma. Okay, I don't remember if he found a workaround for this.
We have seen the Goma, so maybe the bow is going to be the real sticking point here.
Alright, level 5 is a measuring cup.
You sure it's not just like a square with a few extra rectangles attached to it?
It is a square measuring cup. Remember, you get 1 cactus.
Not even the advanced level of the cactus, so.
Alright, so Cytown gonna find their transport staircase, finding chunky tektites, setting everything on fire. I like that. Pull out the boomerang. Hit him with that too. Come on. Oh, dang it.
Gonna get the news of the segmented level 4.
Alright, and Shatty did up an A in level 5, which is fine. Exploration at this point. Shatty's in the same boat as Cytown. You need to start finding some items. You've seen what you possibly think is a Goma block in level 3. We need to start making some progress. We need things. I mean, technically with Power Bracelet off the table, could be a ladderless seed. And then you play it like it's a ladderless seed. Zelda, after getting through your meat block, is in a Chevy room.
All sorts of wonderful possibilities.
Oh my gosh, yes. Alright, so Shatty using a potion to get through this blue darknet room, and at $50 for the red potion, yes, you drink those potions, Shatty. I like that old man. Yep,
And here is the raft room for Shatty.
Now the nice thing is that it's going to save Shatty just a touch more time than Cytown did, as Shatty killed that Aquamentus with the wand, is going to take a quick trip back over to the left, and we'll pop out with the Triforce. And
that is a pretty big find for Cytown, although there's a chance that it leads to the power bracelet and a bit of a goose chase depending on which level Cytown has not yet found.
I believe so far 2 is the only one that he has not seen, and I don't remember if Shatty did the coast or not. And if Shatty has done the coast, then I think level 1 is the only one that Shatty hasn't seen. So both runners still missing a crucial piece of the puzzle, but Cytown is going to pick up their Triforce out of level 4 and is off to bigger and better things. Let's see if he does. Oh no, he's not in a spot to do a world wrap. Never mind. Forgot where he was for a second.
So Shatty's gonna head and find level 1, and we're gonna see if Shatty comes to the same conclusion that Cytown did, that can't really make much progress without bow.
Yeah, I can't remember if Cytown explored that. I have to expect, since it's level 1, that Cytown either did explore it or did not in trying to save keys. Not sure. Sorting down these Poles' voices, if Shatty does not find the bow before coming in here, is going to have a much easier time using that sword-wand combo. Yes, wand would be fantastic for cytown. Problem is, it's in level 2 and he hasn't found it yet. So Shatty, not wanting to waste any keys so far, is going to pop down the transport staircase again. Although this, if I remember level 1 correctly, this was just that three little room segment of the depth charge.
So
and he'll find that out. Yep.
Nothing past these free pack of bombs.
Very nice combat on Cytown's side. Taking your time. Even though you've got the red ring, you still need the shots. Oh, chunky keys. Chunky keys, chunky Zells.
He's saving. I wonder if Shatty's gonna purchase some keys before going back into one?
At this point, he's maxed out on money. I mean, besides a potion, I really don't see Shatty buying anything else.
I think he's saving to use the key so that he can retry if it is not fruitful.
Okay. Alright, so Cytown is in, I'm going to call this some sort of weird geometric ultros from Final Fantasy VI. You gotta tilt your head a little.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Alright, so Cytown finds our third Muggeroon. Here's something we haven't found yet. Where's the bomb upgrades?
That'd be a good use of the money.
It would be a great use of the money, but where the heck are they? Alright, so Shatty finding their Triforce. We'll see this ladder block. Get a heart container for the effort. So did Shatty burn the key to go up? So Cytown's sitting pretty though at 6 keys. That's very, very nice. Is this the map room? This might be the map room. I like Mermaid on a jet ski. I can definitely see that. Or, ooh, the Excite Bike guy on his scooter. And those are his little back legs flying off the back. Alright. So you cannot bomb into that room to the left.
Means it's probably a corridor staircase room blocked by the ladder.
Yeah, because we haven't seen it. But there has to then be another item that either Cytown found and ignored and we didn't see it, or what, because I thought he cleared the rest of those rooms. And unless it's a super room,
Was there it could. That room could have a drop also, I think.
Oh my gosh.
At least Shatty's picking up a few keys here.
Question in chat. Just got here. Anything about the seed I can't discern from the tracker? Not really. It's been pretty straightforward so far. Only one overroll block, and that was the level 1 at Vanilla 4. So let's see. Yeah, so
it could also be that Goma room, because this room can drop in level 1.
Alright, so we have a possible arrow block and a ladder block. But that to me negates really coming back here unless the bow is in that one little upper left hand corner room. Because the silvers cannot be Goma blocked. And if you don't come back, well no, you'd come back here with the ladder at this point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really quick trip back to check that.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And at that point you're here. If it's the bow, go and kill the Gomas. If you haven't found the any key at that point, I think I'd kill the Gomas. And so far, that is the one resource that does seem to have our runners down. They seem to be doing well in their bomb counts. I haven't really seen any runner have to dip because of bombs. Keys is the only resource.
Boof and Boom, you're literally saying that as cytown has 0 bombs and 6 keys.
If a bomb pack drops right here, that is commentator's blessing like I've never seen it. Even better.
Triforce. I think cytown will take that.
Yep. Okay, so where is Shatty going? I forget the name of the Inkblot. That's one of my favorite games to play so far tonight, is where is Shatty going?
I think Shatty's going to check the coast and find level 8.
Which would be...
9. 9, excuse me. 9. Not as exciting as 8 with the red ring.
Yes, but I think exciting from Shatty's point of view, because I do believe then Shatty will have seen all the levels.
Ah, that'll be very helpful once he stumbles into some of the other exploration items.
Okay, and let's see. So, looks like there was the book in level 7. I blinked and missed it. Cytown hopefully can hit the start button. Let me get a look.
Cytown did get the book in level 7.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get the power bracelet now, which could be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting, because as far, at least I believe Shatty knows, he doesn't need that power bracelet anymore. Although if he checks this raft spot, I'm going to be curious what level he's looking for that he didn't find.
He's not checking it, so that's all the levels, which means Shatty's going to head up for 4 and 7 now, which means Shatty will find his ladder and maybe his book.
Yep. So then the question then remains is how are they going to... So now it's coming down to routing. This is... I mean, in terms of items, yes, Cytown has the ladder, but Shatty's going right back here with the wand in hand is going to clear these rooms much quicker. So, in my mind, any advantage, you know, unless Cytown finds something that breaks the seat open in one, it's a good possibility, though.
Cytown's the first one back in one with that ladder, so we'll see what's in that northeast.
I will have to have a small laugh at his expense if it's something like just the blue boomerang and the white sword.
Red candle.
Red candle. Completely forgot about red candle. Thank you. I want to say this was the ladder and on Shatty's side, or was it a little bit more to the south? Okay, more to the south.
Cytown spends the key. Here's the quarter stair room and a dig dogger. Oh, but there's the bow. That is a big find for Cytown.
Yep. So, at this point, I have to believe that Cytown is just going to be in Triforce and Go mode. But the Dig Dogger? We still gotta have that dream alive that the recorder is going to be somehow necessary.
Cytown in particular did not bother going to kill the Goma in one to see if the Goma had an item, so Cytown definitely just looking for Triforces at this point.
Can't blame him. I personally would have checked, but that's also because I'm not the caliber that Cytown is. And there's still some good items on the table to be had, because you're nowhere near range for a max check. Yeah, you have 5 keys, but 9 can do 9 things, so the any key would be nice. The recorder, just in case there's that Dig Dogger. It's tricky. For me, it's tricky.
I'm with you. I almost surely would be looking for the item, but again, Not cytown, not shatty. So cytown picks up the Triforce from level 3. That's his 5th Triforce. As the Triforces from 1 and 6, where he... Oh, we sold the Triforce in 1, so the Triforce in 1 could... One of the items in 1 will be blocked by that bow, and the other will be blocked by a quarter? Oh no, we know where the Triforce in 1 is. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I was with you for a while.
No, I pretend I didn't say anything there.
Okay, no problem. But let me think, because I think Cytown did get his Triforce out of 1, yes?
I think Cytown got the Triforce the first time through, so we might
Okay.
just be missing it on the tracker.
The tracker program's spotty. It's probably not Moonrisen. Moonrisen's too good.
Indeed.
Alright, so Shatty got the compass and is beelining straight for this. Now, it looks like Cytown is doing West Death Mountain first. So this is giving Shatty some time. If you're Team Shatty... Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go.
Shatty has a bit of an exploration advantage on the overworld, and including having found level 2, as Cytown spent a little bit of time doing some of the power bracelet checks. And I think that's Shatty's opportunity here to get back even with Cytown.
Yes, nothing to apologize for, Moon. It is the tracker program. Never ever tracker's fault. Because let me tell you, the first time I ever tracked a race, for some reason the buttons that you hit were one off from the items on the screen. So I went to mark my first item thinking, I got this, and the wrong level popped up. And here I am, red-faced, my god, they're never going to ask me to track again. You know, I've broken SpeedGaming. That program messes with your mind. Okay, this is what, if you're Team Shatty, this is what you want to see. You want to see Cytown doing all of these smaller checks first before heading up into East Death Mountain. So chat talking about advantages here and, you know, finding the wood sword first, definitely advantage. I'm going to go on an unpopular opinion and say that picking up that boomerang also gave Cytown a bit of an early advantage because he was able to manage his health a lot better and get through some of those rooms, even with the sword, better than Shatty had. Ah, very nice force from Cytown. So, question in chat, why didn't Shatty pick up the boomerang? It's personal preference for runners. Sometimes they don't want to scroll through that item. Other times, they just, you know, do not see it as a functional weapon. And I did not realize that Cytown never found level 6. But I know exactly what it is. So if you've ever played Final Fantasy I for Nintendo, you know those slimes and oozes that you first find in Marsh Cave?
This is all you, Boof and Boom. All you.
Just say yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Those things.
But let's see. So Shatty did not pull the item out of here. I'm sure if Cytown comes across it and it's useful, definitely will pull it out. Is this the item room? I don't remember where the book was in level 7. But if Shatty routes this correctly, I mean, this is going to be a very tight level 9. Speaking of tiny routes, there is your Triforce in level 6. Oh wait, that's right. We knew this. Never mind. Don't listen to me either. Alright, so Cytown going to check east of the Forgotten Spot. Nope, says no thank you to the letter.
Now I think Cytown is going to make it up to level 2.
Okay. No, at this point, Cytown had not seen level 2, just found it, so shouldn't take him that long, but we're still hoping for level 9 to do level 9 things. Biggest thing you want to hope for now, if you are Team Shatty, in my opinion, is some sort of Dig Dogger block in level 9, because the recorder has not been found yet. Although Cytown is getting low on bombs, but bomb shops have been pretty prevalent all over Hyrule. And here's a bomb upgrade, finally!
It's a big one. 6 extra bombs for Shatty.
Very, very nice. So if bomb holes are prevalent in this level 9, we could see Shatty start making up some time again. He's got a little bit of work to do, but like I said, recorder blocked something in 9 is going to be one of our best bets. And then we just have to hope that Shatty comes across the recorder on his travels and Cytown does not. Alright, so Cytown with his compass. So if you're Shatty, do you think he's going to leave as soon as he finds the Triforce, or do you think he's going to dig out the second item? He's
done a lot of 7, but I gotta think, ever since it took so long to find the wood sword, Shatty's gotta feel he's behind, so... And Shatty, so I gotta think, when he finds the Triforce, he's gonna immediately move on, especially he knows there's the item in level 1, it happens to be the right item, but he doesn't know that, but he knows it's really easy and obvious where to get to, so...
2 items in level 1.
True.
We never saw what was off the floor. Alright, so... This is a very low heart count. This is one of the lowest I've seen in a while with some of these particular flags. So, of course, I guess it's Commentator's Curse tonight, because I did predict that we would see at least 1 mags check, considering how close it was to where you up A. Alright, so Cytown looks like is going to be making a bomb purchase here, and then we'll be heading off to the coast to give us a look at level 9. Not buying a 2-pack, okay? Probably working on his global counts. Oh!
Giving himself a reset there after the count was off.
Alright, so I think he's on a 9 count now? Yeah, switching to bombs. Oh no, and got bopped before that enemy died. Oh, goodness.
Cytown, you could have just bought 2 packs of bombs!
No. Oh, but that's okay. I mean, if you're Team Shatty, this is what you want. Cytown to head into level 9 with only 1 bomb. Okay, so in level 9, Potato Pony, what are we looking for?
So Cytown is going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, which will tell him that Ganon is 1 room adjacent to the room he is currently in, and he's going to be looking for a room with a single shutter door, like that one, except the shutter door will not open when the room is cleared, and that will be the door that is guarding the kidnapped.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, here's a Patra. Okay. What kept you? Trying to figure out what level 9 looks like. I want to say it's some sort of Pokemon, but I can't remember the actual name of it. Oh, dang it, there goes my brain. Alright, so Shatty's still good.
I thought that might be the room for Shatty, but it is not.
I know, at this point, I do agree with you, he's probably going to finish clearing out this level 7, because he's seen pretty much every room.
And I guess you get to a point if you're Shatty where you feel far enough behind that you're hoping that the bow is deep in level 7 and that Cytown didn't end up digging it out, but it ends up being the book.
So, Cytown is trying to go to force a bomb count by stabbing the old man. Shape does happen, sir, but no excuse to keep stabbing. So, Shatty leaving level 7 without picking up the Triforce. Chat making a good point. He does think possibly that he needs the recorder for this. Now, we say, if you're Team Shatty, you're hoping the recorder is required, and at this point, you're hoping it's the second item in level 8.
Sai gets his force bomb there, and the extra bomb pack for his troubles.
Okay. Oh, I got excited for a second. The magical boomerang is our first item sighted in level 9. Completely shocked Cytown didn't go downstairs to pick it up, or at the very least burn it. Ah, who am I kidding?
Shatty's gonna find his red ring.
Nobody picked alternate tunic colors today. I personally like those, but I always dread turning... Oh, wait. No, Shatty's brown. Or is that just the coloring on his TV? Is Shatty brown or red?
I think that's red.
Okay. I was just about to say, brown is the one, random tunic color that I don't like turning, because you blend in with everything.
At least it looks the same as the color in the sword? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think we got a roar on side. Yes!
You beat me to it. But 1 hour and 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Cytown is our first racer to Ganon. We'll need, I don't know, 15 hits, 16 hits, something like that with the wood sword.
And I mean, the way this room is set up, she could definitely be right there. Gets the stun lock.
Beautiful Ganon kill by Cytown.
Oh, is that our meat block in level 8?
Useless meat block.
Dang it. Is it? No. No princess.
Ganon guarded the gels.
Oh, there was another way to him, okay.
Homer J. Smash, don't say such awful things.
Alright, so this is what needs to happen if you are Team Shatty. You need Shatty to find the recorder in level 8 and then beeline it straight for the Triforce. You need Cytown to find a Dig Dogger blocking the only magical staircase to Zelda. I've got my fingers crossed. I like both runners, but I also like suspense, and I always love more Z1R, which means I want a game 3.
The recorder has... Oh no, the recorder has to be in 6 at this point, because it can't be in 9. Cytown would also know that. I gotta say, I think it's going to be pretty tough for Shatty at this point.
I have hope. We've seen some ridiculous things. I don't remember the race specifically, but I do remember there was one race where... Never mind.
Cytown finds Zelda
it.
in the vertical chute at 1 hour and 4 minutes and 47 seconds. And
Everybody
with
get
that victory, sorry, Buf.
No, go for it. Tell everybody.
Get your GGs out in chat for Cytown, who has taken the second race of this match and will be advancing to the quarterfinals of our tournament.
And that was, I mean, I don't even know if I could say routing was correct. We are joined by Cytown. GG to you.
Hey, thank you.
That was a really nice race, and I have to say, personally, I think picking up that banana helped you out immensely in the early game.
I wouldn't disagree. You know, when you don't have anything else and you might be able to stun an enemy, it can be pretty important.
Yep.
What did you think of the seed overall, Cytown?
There's a couple things that could have went really wrong, really badly. Number one is the sword location again. This would be the second consecutive seed. That sword location was vile. Guarded by blue wizrobes, basically. So that was pretty crazy. Other than that, I think the bow is a little bit tricky in that I went back to 1 knowing I could only possibly get one of the items out of there. I went for it anyway because it was 1, but it ended up working out pretty good because at that point it was go mode.
And we are also joined by Shatty. GG's to you as well.
Yo, GG's Cytown. Well done.
Good job, dude.
Cytown was just commenting on how the wood sword screen in this seed was a pretty tricky one, and Shatty, you know that as well as anybody. Shatty took a death to those wizrobes and then ended up not coming back till about 26 minutes in. That was pretty tough start, Shatty.
Sounds familiar. Kind of like last night, all over again.
Yeah. The wood sword was not kind to you in these 2 races, but I'll tell you what, all the credit in the world to you, because despite the rough start, you fought back pretty valiantly, and I'd say by the time you had visited level 1 and then ended up level 4, you were only pretty close to Cytown, and you would have needed a quick level 7 and a dip back to level 1, but you really did a fantastic job of narrowing that early game gap.
Was that was 7 Triforce blocked by something, or did I just miss it?
I think you just missed it.
Awesome.
Unfortunately. I'd love to tell you otherwise, but Cytown, I don't know if you remember or have it marked. I think it was in the south part of 7, not too far from the book.
It was bunnies in the south. Bunnies in the south.
Oh.
I killed him with a wood sword, so I remember that now.
Where'd the bow end up being?
1. It was ladder blocked.
It was in that northwest corner of
Yeah.
level 1.
Yeah, that opened up the seed immensely for me, dude. Like, I think I got the ladder. Let me look at my paper here. I got the ladder around 35, 37 minutes, and I did 4, and then I did 7. So at 45 minutes, I dove back into 1, and I got the bow. And so I got to do... I finished 3. I bailed out of 3 early after I got the item, just because combat was kind of poopy in there. And I did 3, and I had to find 6 and 2. And found those 2, and then went for it. Although I did the scenic route of Death Mountain to find 6 and 2. But yeah. But I felt like this is the second straight seed against you, Shatty, where items just sort of fell in my lap. So, yeah, I had an early red ring, the whole shebang.
And Shadi, we were watching early before you found the sword. You took some dips into level 4, level 7. You know, fought your way past some enemies and found those staircases, and were pretty cruelly rewarded with transport staircases both times. So it felt like the first 30 minutes, especially of this siege, just were not breaking your way.
Yeah, feel kind of similar to last night too. Just either getting the wrong items or getting transports. I mean, cytown's so good at this and so fast that you know, you got to take some chances, hope for the best, hope some stuff breaks your way. And just unfortunate, you know, transport staircases broke my way.
Patty, I will say, I think we're not doing a service to the viewers if we don't ask for your personal thoughts on passing up the banana early on as the Armos item.
Come on, what are we doing? I don't like this new trend. Everyone's getting banana. Everyone's buying big shield. You know, this isn't my Zelda 1 randomizer. I don't know what's happening.
Shadi with the OG approach to the Z1R.
I mean, you had the candle. You should have just set it on fire.
I just laugh at it and move on.
But that was a fantastic race. So, Cytown, you are moving on to face... Oh, Potato Pony, you know, who is going to be the winner of the next matchup, is it?
Cytown gets the winner of Antlers and Captain Green 7. And
Those are the ones.
I think they have not yet started their match, so Cytown, you'll have a chance to... I know you're intimately familiar with both of them, but you'll have a chance to scout their match out anyway.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get to face either of those two guys, so yay. Yeah, everything's crazy. This round included, last round included, it's just going to keep getting hairy, so here we go. Finally, I'm excited about that. The last two tournaments, I got a second and a fourth, so like to continue the trend, but let's get one at a time, I guess, is what we're going to try for.
Well, GG's again to you, Cytown. GG's to Shadi. And thanks very much to our everybody helping with the restream tonight, to our tracker, Moonrisen Phoenix. And thanks as well to my commentary partner, Boof and Boom.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just taking a look at the race schedule. Looks like, I'm not sure, there might be a race finishing up between the Greenleaf Effect and Fred Coughlin on SpeedGaming 3, but it looks like at 11 o'clock the match between Big Slamoo and Redbird Grad had started. So I think I know where I'm headed as soon as we wrap things up. Let's see. It's like Cytown probably got off to get himself something to eat. Shadi, do you have any last words before we wrap things up?
No, thanks everyone involved in the restreams. Thanks for everyone who put on the tournament. It's been a long time coming, and it's been a blast, and it's been fun seeing all the old players come out. Looking forward to watching Cytown and whoever he fights in the next round. I mean, that's a kind of a early finals as far as I'm concerned. So looking forward to all the races going in. It's gonna be awesome.
I agree. And please make sure everybody give a follow to our runners, Cytown and Shadi. They both performed extremely well, showing us how Z1R is meant to be done. Banana may or may not be included. But Potato Pony, any last words from you, sir?
It's a privilege to watch such talented runners, and a privilege to share it with you and with all the viewers. So thanks everybody for coming out tonight.
I agree. So, Potato Pony, on behalf of you and Moonrisen Phoenix, our tracker, I am Boof and Boom, and I thank you guys very much for joining us for this match, and we will see you next time.